Here's 5 things I don't love about working from home. Yes, really. And I do quite like working from home. Let's get into it. Number 1, work-life balance. I am a bit of a workaholic. Not intentionally. When my laptop's there and I go, oh, I wonder what this number's doing, I'm more likely to check it. The problem I face is I check it and I've switched on and I've thought about it, I've blurred that line, or I don't check it and I'm obsessing about it all evening. It's not a good situation, I try to avoid it, but again, mentally, it's hard to switch off. It's hard to stop caring. During the lockdown, it was really hard for me to maintain that work-life balance. I was working a lot. I didn't work on the weekends, but there wasn't a lot else to do. You know, you couldn't really see family and friends, you couldn't go out, you could get deliveries, and yeah, maybe you had a bit of extra money so you weren't spending it on commuting or eating out, but it wasn't a good work-life balance for me. I found it really, really difficult to keep that rigidity in my routine. So being able to go into an office at the beginning of the day, go, hello, talk to all your mates, and then when they're all switching off because it's home time, you're switching off as well. Your commute is your mental space just to process that I really miss about working from the office. Number 2, posture. Most people don't have a dedicated workspace setup. And to be honest, the ones in a workplace aren't necessarily fantastic, but at least you've got some sort of area where you've got, this is my desk, this is my mouse, this is my computer, and it's an arm's length away from me. You've actually got that focus. Most people don't have that sort of space necessarily, or maybe that furniture. Maybe they've not got a specific office chair. They're having to work at the dining room table. I really didn't like working at a desk in our little box room office. That was my creative space. I didn't like mixing that with my work life stuff. And on a day where I felt really sensitive, I wanted to be kind of hunched over on the sofa working. That was my safe space. And my posture definitely didn't get any benefit from that, especially as I wasn't getting up and moving around to talk to people as much. Number 3. Is that even a dance move? I look like I'm really good at dancing. Actually, I'm quite good at dancing. So, now you know. That's so sassy. Guilt and always being available. If my little green icon wasn't available the whole time pretty much, and I'm talking about loo breaks, going to make a drink, perfectly legitimate reasons, then I felt there was always going to be somebody watching me and going, that person's not working. That's probably not the case, and if somebody was doing that, then they're not working. But occasionally, when you see somebody on your Teams and it goes, ooh, away for 20 minutes, you go, really? 20 minutes? Because that 20-minute absence will be noticeable at work. Maybe they've gone to talk to a colleague. And I had phone calls on my personal phone that were to do with work. I was AFK. So it's not necessarily a legitimate response, but if you've got that parameter in front of you, you're kind of like, people judging me on this, people judging me on this. And yeah, there are IT things where they can look at your statistics to see how much you've been working if you've just been wobbling your mouse around. But when you're legitimately working and you're going, I cannot be away from my computer for more than 3 seconds, that's really not good. It's not effective. You're not working effectively by doing that. You get into a very negative spiral. Number 4, mental health and being around people. I had recently started a job when we went into lockdown, and I didn't really know the lay of the land. It was a kind of a promotion as well. So I was very much like, I have to prove myself, I have to be amazing. And that is really, really hard to do when you're stuck in a room by yourself with your own thoughts. And yeah, you're talking to people on the phone. I hate being on voice camera, partly because my normal routine when working from home was get up, get food, have a quick shower, and let my hair air dry. I'd rather do that than stand around for 20 minutes with a hairdryer. I just prefer it. When you're talking to somebody first thing in the morning, when you're a bit like, I don't want to talk to anyway, and you've got dripping wet hair that's maybe just been brushed, maybe not because it's being air dried, and you're in your comfy clothes, hunched over on your sofa, you don't necessarily go, oh fantastic, let's go on a video call. Even though I was doing something very similar in the office, though to be honest, the fan in my car dried my hair pretty well, so you couldn't really notice. Maybe it's a little bit windswept. You don't necessarily judge somebody on that when you're in the office, and I was definitely hunched over in my chair. My posture in my desk chair is not fantastic either. I don't really like talking to people first thing in the morning, but when they're right in front of you, you have to go, hello, it's lovely to see you. Oh yes, no, have a great evening. My mental health really deteriorated when I wasn't around people. I'm an extrovert, and maybe it was inevitable that was going to happen. I just love the banter. I love being able to talk to somebody and have a joke with them. There's back and forth from a group of people and bonding that you do not get when you are sitting in front of a computer. And even though I'm an extrovert, I'm not particularly social, especially if I've got a really long commute home, really long, half an hour. Some of you Americans are going to be like, that's not long at all. We drive for 4 hours a day. I'm going to be asleep a third of a week. I'm going to be with you a third of a week. And then I want to spend that extra golden time with the other people I love. Spending those 8 hours a day that I would automatically spend with other people by myself in a room day after day. It's probably why I have an unhealthy attachment to my cat. I really love that cat. Number 5. Efficiency. I genuinely think there are days at home where you can get more done than if you're at work. But on the flip side, there are a lot of days where if you just have a 2-minute conversation, go over there and go, oh, is this person in? That's so much faster than emailing back and forth or going on Teams and then, oh, they're busy, you don't know. You can just talk to somebody else. You go, okay, well, I need to fix this. Can somebody help me in so-and-so's absence? And having that blasted out, you will get so much more information than if you send somebody a message. Just gonna be chasing threads. It's so much easier. Even though I don't always like it, it is so much easier to just talk to people. Those are 5 reasons why I'm playing the devil's advocate and saying that I don't like working from home. Shocker. What are your reasons that you don't like working from home? I won't judge much. See you later.
Let's just take a moment of appreciation for how far my editing has come on in the last year. I apologise for the lighting situation that was 5 reasons I love working from home. This was filmed at exactly the same time because, you know, balance and all that. But look at it. It looks so much better. It kind of sounds the same, but you know what? Progress is progress.